Good morning, guys. You know the drill. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. We'll get to it shortly. What's up, Dave? Remember, guys, I'm broadcasting on YouTube and Instagram. YouTube if you prefer the full chart. Make sure you follow me on YouTube at Student Alpha. I have content there that I don't have on my other social media. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Justin. What's up, Morgan? What's up, engineer? We'll start here, guys, in about another 60 seconds, 60 to 90 seconds. Let people populate in. If you have questions or tickers, throw them in the comment box. All right, guys, about 30 seconds. Doing well. I'm doing well, engineer. We try to do good every day. My team's doing good. My traders are doing good. Yes, sir, Josh. Jayton Sonora. Hopefully I said your name right. We're going to go over ES here in just a second. All right, guys, let's get started. Happy 22nd, what was it, Thursday of January. Data today dropped. We had 8:30 a.m. initial jobless claims, and then GDP numbers. And I think, was it yesterday was housing? Was the worst numbers in history. Prepare for a housing crash, guys. Today, after 8:30, indices lifted a little bit. Wasn't a strong reaction. 10 a.m., guys, we have a very key metric. We have not only we have personal income, which is not key, but PCE is going to happen at 10 a.m. That's one of the important metrics that the Fed looks at for rate cuts. So I expect, make sure if you're trading a funded account, you stay outside of that data drop. All right, and if you're up against that data drop, if you're in a trade, make sure you have it bracketed. Now let's get into it. ES, which was a question over on YouTube. We'll talk about it anyway. Open price 69.20. Let me see here. Yep. Just wanted to check something. Open price 69.20. High a day 69.57. Low a day 68.10. So we had a really low a day. Was that right? I'm sorry, 69.10. It was a really low yesterday after, but everything ran. So after Davos and Trump said that we're not doing military action in Greenland, we're going to make a deal with Europe, and everything's copacetic. On war fears, indices drop, and metals run on fear. Well, we just had the reversal of that yesterday. So, up on indices, all right, and down on metals. Now, I don't think this is the reversal for metal. This is discount buying for metals. So we're gonna look at that. But anyway, bias in ES is 69.25. So we're taking buys above that. Look at this perfect buy right here, guys. It happened at 8:05. We had breakthrough VWAP, hold above VWAP, the cross, and then the magic matrix indicator that says you're going to get paid, and that paid 10 points. Right? And it's probably going to pay more as long as we keep momentum. The next read is not available until approximately 69.50, so you want to watch that. But honestly, I would like to get a new VWAP touch and then into that. For you guys that trade with me, you know what I'm looking for. If you don't trade with me, you're making a mistake. We do offer 7-day free trial, so get in there. And if you don't join before February 1st, guys, you're going to be sorry because our rates are going up. I'm making, guys, $1,000 a day, $10,000 a day. So, supply and demand, prices are going up. Get in beforehand, all right? Before February 1st. You've been warned. RTYM2K, the Russell 2000, folks. It's just January effect in full rocket mode, right? So, this, gosh dang it. This red box, or this box was red until we broke it. and now it's support. So open price 27.12, high day 27.30, low day 27.10. The bias is right here at 27.10. So really, the bias zone is here above 2,700. We can look to take longs off that. So longs off the VWAP, longs off the zone on retracement. And at the same time, here at what, 835, that gave a buy signal. See it? See? Can you see the green dot? Don't believe me? I'll throw the whole system on it. Watch. Well, let's see if I can find it. Oh, I don't have it on this chart. All right, so buy signal 10 points. Let's see if it paid it. It's just short of it right now. So it hit the high a day as resistance. It'll pay right about here. Next trade set up in Russell 2000 is going to be about 27.25. If you have questions or comments or questions or tickers, so I'm in the comment box. We'll get to it shortly. Welcome. NQ. A lot of people like to trade NQ. Open price 25,562, high day 25,246, low day 25,575, resistance at high day in 26,250. That's the top of the 26,000 diamond. Support at low day in 25,250, which is the bottom of the 25,000 diamond. And the daily is long. I have short on the report because I didn't change it. Guys, all the biases flipped yesterday. They were all indices were all short bias, and Donald J. Trump flipped the bias. So again, that same buy signal right here about 8 o'clock that the S&P gave. The next one, you want to watch 25,700. We'll see if we get it in the war room. That was actually a strong signal. And these signals in NQ pay about 70 points. So let me look. Oh, shit, yeah, it paid 70. All right. Gold. Everybody likes to trade gold. Everybody wants to know about metals and their discounts. So let's look at it. Going to be a little leery to short, even though we're at bias price. So you can see the white line. When you come to my war room, you get everything measured out. Approximate buys, the sells, the biases, and you can watch the matrix do its work. Of course, the matrix is my algorithm that I don't use it to trade. I use my education to trade. But my education's put into the matrix for those that need to see it. And we'll be selling that soon, guys. For XAU, it's basically par pricing. It's 1 point difference. So listen up. This is XAU and GC pricing. Open price 48.36, high a day 48.41, low a day 47.72. Resistance at high a day in 4,900. Support at low a day in 47.50. We've got to get back through this box. This box is currently support. On buys, I like VWAP and 4,800 support buying back up. But you can see we're right here. So what are we going to do, guys? My traders, when we're this tight to bias. Somebody tell me what we're going to do. All right. Anybody know? I know there's a lag, so we'll wait. Again, it's par pricing, guys. Mean reversion levels are 5,000 and 45.50. All right. So, yeah. So we use the VWAP as our bias when it's that tight. Buy above VWAP, sell below VWAP. Guys, you're going to be hard pressed to find anybody who runs a war room like I do, right? You go find an influencer that does that fair value gap shit. Tag me in it, and we'll do a trading challenge. You can replicate my system. My students can do my system exactly. You can't replicate that. You get 10 fair value gap experts in a room, and 10 of them can't identify the same fair value gap. Smart money concepts. All right, so let's get into, I'm just going to talk about silver, and I'm going to bring it up. Open price 92.80, high a day 94.34. This thing's just moving. And low a day 90.65. Really, mean reversion levels are 85, 89 if you see it. 90 has held. With $4 of movement inside of a day, you can't day trade it. So let's get into platinum. Platinum you can swing trade. Still hunting a new swing trade for this, guys. You don't have to trade with me every day to be successful. I just closed out a swing trade that I held for 2 days and made $13,000. I entered it, just watched it, let it pay me, trailed it, slept like a baby. All right. Anyway, platinum open price, or so the difference, you know what? The difference in XBT, I didn't put it in here. So see, here's the underlier. Here's the futures product. You just do the math right there. You guys see it? 32 and 5's 37 point difference. Yeah, and you got to be able to do math that quick when you trade, guys. Anyway, open price 24.85, high of day 25.25, low of day 23.55. Well, hello, Anna. Good to see you. Resistance at high of day 25.85, support 24.50, and then low of day. The bias is long above the white line. So we're getting declining momentum, which I like. We could get a sell-off here into a primary read, which is right up. We're at that price right now. But with souring momentum, we're going to get a little bit of a discount and then a read. So the accuracy is unmatched, folks. If you don't believe me, ask any of the guys who are in my war room. They're in the chat right now. All right. 9-1 name oscillators are neutral, 23 and 6. VIX dropped 5 points on the run-up, so it's at 15. Quick look at my swing trade prices, or swing trade stocks and their prices, and then I'm going to answer your questions. Get them in the chat. All right, Tesla's 436. Support was at 400. BBAI, guys, is about ready to leave the buy zone, 581. Remember that buy zone's 5 to 6. I've removed NVIDIA. I don't give a shit about it anymore. After I do the weekend report and update, I'll change my report for the next week, but I'm going to add Google. QBTS is at 26.57. I like it better to buy between 20 and 22, just kind of in the middle of the field. Bitcoin's at 89.5 and Ethereum's 29.70. You got to watch about 104,000 in Bitcoin and 3,500 in Ethereum. Has to cross and hold that on the daily or no bueno, not good. Not good. If you want to learn this, guys, I'll offer money back guarantee on my course. If you ask questions here on live I can't get to, go to my free Discord, tag me in there, I'll do you a chart, answer your question. I have answered everybody. But the real savages, click the link in my bio, do the 7-day free trial in my VIP, and see what I'm talking about. And guys, if you're considering doing this, I'm telling you, it's January 22nd. If you drag your feet and you don't do it by February 1st, you're going to pay more than anybody in that war room. All right. So let's get to your tickers, guys. Let's get to your tickers. And before I get to I have a pre-market volume leader we'll talk about. Let's look at your tickers. Let me see questions. We'll go to YouTube first. Usually I do Instagram first. We're buying in ES. I think I already covered that. Yep. And then if you join War Room and Discord, I'm working in a prop firm, and then company can call this copy trading because we enter the same. We've never had that issue, Jayton. We've never had that issue. And I have a lot of people trading prop firms. The only shitty prop firm was Funding Ticks. Didn't just fuck us. They fucked everybody. Did everybody see Funding Ticks went out of business? So there you go, Funding Ticks. That's what you get for... I had traders with over, like, collectively, probably almost $100,000 in payouts due to them. So, sorry to see that happen to my guys because, unfortunately, they're a pretty reputable company that just turned south. All right. Let's get into Instagram, see what questions you have over here, guys. YouTube, I haven't forgotten. If you guys have any questions, throw it over there. Scrolling through, guys, your consistency here is going to pay. You guys show up every day. It's going to make some sense to you. Will silver move on the 10? Yes, it will. If the numbers look like a rate cut, metals will like it. All right. So we just have to see what the numbers are. Sienna, is that a company? All right, let's look at Sienna. I got a request for that. Oh, yeah, so found one that I haven't charted. We're going to quick chart this. If you want a more detailed chart, you can hit me up my free Discord. Okay, so this is the change of trend right here. So what I mean is on the daily, this was the spike up. There was a catalyst off the earnings report, so we want to anchor a VWAP there. More than likely, this is, let me see, that's probably the all-time high. No, it is not. So we need to go in and find that all-time high. And while I'm at it, guys, watch and learn. This is how you do it. I teach this stuff to my traders also. And then what is this here? What am I setting right there? It's the IPO anchored VWAP. So let's fast forward. I also teach my traders how to manipulate the charts this fast. And then we want to go down to 1 day. All right, so if we want to look at the price, so the IPO and all-time high anchor VWAP price is way lower, so we're not going to see that. On this run-up, the lowest price you'll probably see is 185. The market would have to sell for that to happen, so we want to look to price. Price support at 216 and then definitely 200. So And then you have resistance at 261, and then you got to go back on the chart for previous price support and resistance. But there you go. If you want the chart, hit me up. My free Discord link is in the bio. Look at that, guys. Look at Stefan Milan's comment. Go ahead, look, but I'll read it for you. He says he's one of my students in my war room making $5,000 a day. And some of y'all don't want to spend $199 a month to make $5,000 a day. It's fine because you're going to pay almost double that in February. So go ahead and wait. What's up, Raj? Good to see you. Yeah, we already talked about gold. So gold is par pricing with GC because February contracts are expiring. I may push it forward to the next contract. I didn't today. So let me give it a 15-minute. We're playing that VWAP as bias. Here's the bias, 4,800. Looking to buy 4,800 upward. But what we're going to see, guys, you're going to see channeling between these two. Right? There's the all-time high anchored VWAP. Somebody in the chat tell me what that's called. That has a specific name. Come on, students. Step up. BBAI is a buy. It's called a pressure cooker. As those compress, the next volumetric move is your direction. You're welcome. Because I have a formal education and I impart it to my students. It's well worth being in the group. BBAI. Watch Morgan. It's the buy zone right there. I know we've had a lot of dips in and out of it, but I'm in at 550. I'm willing to buy a little bit lower off of this support. Can you see it on? Yeah, right here. My stop loss is at 399. Right? So I've got like $1. What's that? Like a little over $2 stop loss. That's fine because the risk reward ratio. Once I get up around $8, $9, I'll go break even. It's in the buy zone. You just have to be willing to buy it. All right, guys, let me get to my pre-market volume leader. And then what's up, Mom? All right, you guys can see that people on YouTube are saying that I am correct. Guys, I'm not lying about this shit. The 21-year-old influencers on social media are lying. I'm not. Okay, so SXTP is a pre-market volume leader with a move up of 164% on a partnership deal. News of that. Previous day close was $2. That's your low fib. Pre-market high is $6.40. My area of interest is this green box between $4 and $4.70. The VWAP is included in that amount. So we're going to watch that especially if we get a test of that half. I like the fact that, let me move this over for Instagram. The VWAP and half the moves right there. So if we get a break into that, a test, and then a 1 minute cross, we buy that for 10%, for 10% gain. You know, my pre-market volume leaders may go by the wayside because I'm doing a lot in my war room as far as me trading them, but they are accurate as hell. I've taught these in Las Vegas at trading conventions. Guys, I got to run. You know why? Because the VIPs where you should be are waiting on me. Have a good day, guys. We'll do it again tomorrow. Listen real quick. It's Free Friday. All you guys can join my war room. I'm going to put the link out. The link will be in my free Discord. All right? So everybody gets a free Friday tomorrow. I'll see you there. Have a good one, guys.